Children with autism often struggle with things many of us take for granted: social interaction, emotions, and sensory development. One local company, though, is helping families identify toys that complement those kids' specific needs. Welcome, please, to you guys for coming out today. We appreciate it. So we have Maureen Morrud from St. David's Center, and of course Happy Olson from Creative Kidstuff. Thank you guys both for coming out today. We appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys do and how you're helping families and kids with autism.
Yeah, the partnership with Creative Kidstuff has been really wonderful in that we at St. David's know autism and Creative Kidstuff knows toys. So we've really been able to work together with identifying toys that can help their development.
And the interesting thing is kids with autism can use regular toys, and it's just how you interact with them. Is that right?
Exactly.
Yes. All right. So we have a lot of toys to talk about today.
One of the goals was to identify toys, and St. David's helped us identify 6 skill categories, which are really important, so we can really hone in on specific skills these kiddos need to work on. However, these toys are just mainstream toys, and they don't look clinical, which I think is one of the really important things about this program.
And every kid has something different that they need to work on because the spectrum is so broad, so are the issues that the kids are dealing with.
Yes.
Let's start right down here. What do we have?
Okay, so first we're going to talk about social engagement, and this is a game called Community, and what's great about it is a cooperative game, so it encourages communication, and it also helps kiddos learn about their community because there's different things like the recycling center, the grocery store, so it really acclimates them with what's going on in their community, sets them up to be successful, and helps that whole communication and social interaction piece.
Interesting. All right, what do we have next?
And then we have emotional development, and this actually is a brand new toy developed by Plan Toys, specifically with kids on the spectrum in mind.
Okay.
And what I love about it is it's got a spectrum of emotions, but it really gets into emotions that a lot of children, all children have trouble articulating.
I was going to say, this would be good for any kid because they're frustrated because they can't really say what they're feeling.
And so they might feel ashamed, but they might say that they feel embarrassed, or so, and also maybe amazed rather than just happy. So it really breaks things out for everybody, and then also encourages sibling communication as well. So I really like that.
All right, so now we have creative thinking and imaginative play.
Yep, and I mean, this maybe looks like a simple toy, again, that any child would use, but this really helps sort of set up a scenario and just help with that whole creative thinking and imaginative play. Simple concept, but it might not be as simple for kids on the spectrum sometimes.
All right, what do we have next?
And then we have sensory motor development, and we've got this magnetic board. So this helps with fine motor skills because you take this magnetic pen or stylus, and you lead the magnets through the maze.
I see. Okay.
So helps also with planning and just, again, that fine motor. It's really important. And then we move on to communication. And we have this Find It game, which is one of my favorite things. But basically, within this game, there are a lot of different things hidden. So there's a checklist, and you work to try to find them.
Oh, that's very interesting.
And then finally, we have cognition and problem solving. And we have this peg puzzle here. And I have one piece of it here with me because I wanted to show exactly how you work it. But when you twist the pieces, you have to twist the pieces to get them on and off. And then it also has color matching and then fitting the actual pieces of the board together. So it's got so many dimensions.
Wonderful toys that all kids could use, not just kids on the autism spectrum. But have you noticed, Maureen, that this is helpful?
Yeah, it's so wonderful. And it's wonderful to help people who have children with autism or who know a child with autism to identify a toy that will really help facilitate that development in specific areas.
I know it must be difficult for parents who are dealing with it anyway to try to find ways to not only play with their kids, but help them grow.
Well, and relatives coming in, now our staff is equipped to ask the right questions and doesn't have to make assumptions. We can help you actually hone in on what that child needs.
Well, thank you so much, Happy. We appreciate it. Maureen, we appreciate it too. Wonderful resources, and we really appreciate everything you have to offer. The links to Creative Kidstuff and, of course, St. David's Center at care11.com. Saturday show page is where you will find